coming at you in true Canadian fashion. It's Brass Brad, and I dig Lanark County, literally, with a shovel, and it's a great place to live. As always, I try and be informative and a little bit of story to go along with it here. Now you have your knife, Grandpa. That shoe just reminds me of something military about it, for some reason. Good story anyways. I can just hear the headlines now. Amateur metal detectorist finds not 1 but 3 meteorites. Most of these are my nicer finds, according to me anyways. Try digging, I don't care whether it's a little bit froze or not. Chunk of lead. This is with work boots and a real shovel. Glad I got that for you. Good shape. Just tell me how you get the sand out of them now. Here we go. Oh, 10 minutes. I was wondering I didn't just mangle that thing. Finally! Finally. First horseshoe of 2016. Yay. I knew before the end of the day I'd have something mysterious happen. Grooves all sliced in this hot rock here. Back at the Pinery here. This will be the second dig. Just got my first surface find, an old stubby beer bottle. I don't know, what was it, 70s, 80s they started coming out with the different ones. I don't know. There's where it come out right there, surface find. Good thing I didn't have to dig because I forgot my shovel. Back of the truck there, and glad I'm not far away. Kinda windy, I can hear little branches falling there as I spoke. So hopefully I don't get clobbered. The old man always told me not to be in the bush on windy days. Yeah, there's what happens when you try and find them one-hit wonders there when you're discriminating iron. It'll give a little ding, 10-cent ding or pull tab or something, or zinc. And there was one of these was not here, three square nail parts there, right here in these 2 holes. That's what's giving them little 1 or 2 dings and then goes away. And I discriminated the I went to all metal and I found these objects, and that's what they turned out being. But I thought I'd give it a try in case it was a jackknife or something. You know, there's some old relics, might be 3/4 mostly iron or whatever, but then they'll have a rivet or something made out of brass or copper or something in it, and it'll give that little ping, and could be something half decent. Might be a part to an old cast iron pot or something. It's curved. Some kind of pot, I guess. Never know. Old steam operated equipment and stuff could have old cast parts that broke off them at one time too. But this is last year. Found like broken pot pieces like that in 2 or 3 different areas. Cast pot maybe. It's ringing up. That's the thing, if it's iron pot, it's ringing up iron a little bit and all metal, but could be overloaded and ringing up other tones. I had iron discriminated when I found it, but it could be big and overloading, I guess, and getting them other pings. There is an iron noise there, so it might just be overload. You can get a nice grid going in through these pines here, all in rows. If you're heading the right direction. Getting a pull tab and 3 different tones right there. Huh. Didn't have to go far. I was going to go for a walk and show you my swing, but I'm going to shut this off and dig that. What do they call them? Shotgun wains? Head stamping? Oh, can't read it. Oh. Another one for the collection. Double check, make sure there's nothing else in the hole here. Well, that was probably it. Go on. That's where I got that right there. Oh no, another hit. There's one of them one-hit wonders. Ring up once and then won't come again. Turn. No. Probably one of them old square nails. It's quite wide through here. Hard to swing that 8 feet in one shot. I've kind of been staying to one side and doing half, and then I can do around these trees good. Another hit there. A one-hit wonder again. There we go. 3 inches. Something. About 4 or 5 different signals there. I guess I'll dig it. Yeah, it wasn't very deep there. It was only at 1 or 2 inches, and geez, plaid. Surely not something from the first Scottish settlers. Huh, that's weird. I have no idea. Plaid. Looks like the front end of a toy Jeep or something, but never seen a plaid Jeep before. Never know though, but that's really neat. Maybe part of a musical instrument or something, I don't know. Huh. That's strange. Anybody has any idea what that would be, let me know. Here, I'm sticking to the left of this row. It's about 8 feet wide and I can't swing the whole thing. I want to be able to get around the base of the trees, so I'm going to go down this left side first. Been hearing the pines in here creaking and cracking, and oh, I got something. There's been branches falling and trees are cracking and snapping. Zinc at 4 inches. Pretty consistent zinc. Might be a bullet casing or a penny or something. So, I'm not going to try and live dig it. Found a dud shell. Rifle casing. It's got the end primer knocked out of it there. I don't know whether it was a misfire and ejected it and that part fell out, or huh, should I put it in my pocket? Oh, maybe I'll set it beside a tree. I could put it in my bag. I put my bag over along the side there. I don't want to throw a bunch of other stuff on top of it either. I think I'll just put it over by my bag, but I'll carry it out of here and I don't even know what to do with it. I've tore shells like this apart before and took powder out of them and stuff and experimented, made necklaces, and I don't think it'll go off in my pocket, but it's been lying out here a long time. Oh, I'm not going to carry it around. I'm going to go put it beside my bag. There's what makes me think this was farmland and worked at one time. The ruts and grooves and tiered land along the perimeters here. It's all tiered up, 2 or 3 steps up. They've been going around this with the plow or something over the years. And I'm pretty near 50, and I remember coming up here as between 10 and 15 years old in here, and I think if I remember correctly, these pine were about anywhere from 5 to 10 feet tall. So 35, 40 years ago. and they're about, most of them are between probably 14 and 10 inches at the butt there. So I think it was before the Lanark fire in '59 that this was planted. I think in the mid-50s they come in here and did this, planted. Their rifle casing broke. Won't be able to read it. All kinds of them around here. Them school kids are a little camera shy. They're over there acting like a bunch of clowns. Look at them. They're all acting like a bunch of clowns, yelling and screaming at me and waving their arms. World Star! World Star! World Star! There'll never be a World Star if they're on my channel. Got something here, don't know what it is. Don't know whether it's got some brass or copper tines on it there. It's ringing up zinc. I don't know whether it's something electrical off an old car or tractor, or that plaid tartan styled tin thing I found there earlier. I was talking about maybe a musical instrument or something. I don't know, maybe this could have something to do with music. It's got little reeds on there. Maybe they're the reeds. No, who knows. May never find out. They belong together. Here's a patch or something or other here in the middle of the pinery. I think last year I did the back end, worked towards that house, and this is about where I stopped. I think I did through this patch last year and up to the edge. So I've been going towards the home, and I'm about halfway done here today in the pines. I've been overextending, going an extra 30 or 40 feet, but now that I see this patch here, I know I've done to this side of it last year, so I'm going to stop there, and that's going to be my new point. Oh, these were giving me some other pings other than iron, so I ended up digging it, but who knows, cast farming part or equipment or a firebox grate or grill or something. Starting to drizzle here a wee bit. Gonna start raining. Don't want to get my new detector wet. Might have a bag in the truck, not far from it, but got that open on the jack on the bottom there. I don't want to get it wet, that's for sure. I'll keep plugging away. I'll see if I can find a bag in the truck if it starts raining too hard. Couple of little pieces of metal here, ringing up pull tab, discriminated or not. Not very thick. That looks like a factory edge right there. Maybe it was a little trowel or shovel that broke planting these trees or something. Kind of looks like the point of a little trowel or shovel or something there. Could have been from the tree planting. I guess I'm going to have to change my pattern here. I've been going back and forth diagonally here, diagonally off that bank. I'm up in the high corner here of this pinery, and they've changed directions. So that's about the last row they did that way, and now they're running square with the parallel with the embankment here now, that way. The way I was going was in there. It's about the last row. Then they start to get staggered all over the place. I'll have to turn and go square with the side, the bank here. Got a buckle here rung up about 3 different things: zinc, pull tab, and 10 cents or something. I think it was plated, silver there, plated. Old belt to go with it. Found this on Found this one here, discriminated iron, but I put it on all metal and the rivets are showing up on the belt. I wouldn't doubt that this is something to do with around tree planting time here. Mid-50s or early 60s maybe. But looks like something, maybe it was a shoulder strap for a big bag or something carrying the little pines in. Yeah, wouldn't doubt that's what that's from. A couple of little woodpeckers playing on these trees. Not very big. I don't know, maybe they're just this year or a year old or something. Another one. There's two of them here. Keep knocking the bark off the trees. Oh, there they are. They're both together on that one little one there right now. Oh, we've got three. There goes. One took off and one landed. There's three of them. Guy out in the corner on the road likes to play golf. This thing's got to be frickin' 400 or 500 feet in the bush off the road in the nearest house. Huh. Pinery's up over that knoll. I'm done it now. Come up over the knoll, and I think I was in here last year. But I'm right at the edge of the property line here. Here's the fence. Some yards and houses in there. Fence line up through here. And got an old piss pot. Old piss pot there. I don't think I want it. It can stay there. There is a apple orchard here. Sign of old homesteads and stuff. I'm gonna poke around in here a little bit and call her a day soon. There's some stuff growing here that we got tons of that behind my house, beside my house, and we've always thought it was poison ivy or something, but got 5 leaves on there instead of 3. Say leaves of 3, leave them be. Well, maybe it's poison oak or something. But I've been awful lucky over the years not to get mixed up in some of that stuff. My day could be coming yet. Crossed a deer runway before I hopped up on these rocks here. That fence line's right over there. And tons of deer poop all over the place here. Deer poop scattered all over. The whole face of this rocks is covered with it here. I wanted to show you these holes in the rocks. I think I was, might have been, I think it was Aquachigger there on YouTube, another metal detectorist explorer. He was saying that, you know, it used to be old riverbeds and streams would cause that. There'd be a couple of pebbles or a rock sitting in a little hollow, and it wouldn't wash away. It would just sit there and spin and spin and spin, and finally wear its way into the face of the rock. I guess if you dug down in there, if they weren't as deep, you could probably see a couple of pebbles or stones lying in the bottom of it. It looks weathered, rain or an old riverbed or glacier or whatever. Here's a mess of them tent caterpillar nests here. Don't see too much movement. I don't know whether this would be last year's or if they'd get wrecked in the winter. More up there. They certainly destroyed the alum trees around this area over the years. Hardly any alum left at all. If they are, they're dead. And these tent caterpillars, I don't know whether that's this year's or put their little baby eggs in there or something, I don't know. We were running into them caterpillars out in the pinery there. Not much movement going on here, but they, I'm sure, will be just crawling. I don't know when and what time of the year, but they certainly, last year I noticed driving up north of here a little bit, they all on the north side of the highway along the ditch line, these nests were taking over all the trees. Probably, well, this ain't no alum tree and they're getting into them, so they're taking over other things other than alum. And seemed to all be on the north side of that highway heading up there last year. Actually, there's that might be an alum right there. It's dead. I bet the caterpillars have killed that in the last 5 or 10 years. I think that's an alum, and they've already got it dead. There's another shot of it there, alum. Be good wood. It's gonna be dead and dry. We can get it before it gets too spunky and the bark all comes off it. No caterpillar nests in it though. They've moved on. Squirrel. Probably won't be able to see him. Moving around a little bit there. I'm going to try around this big cedar one more time before I pack her in today. Gray squirrel right there. You just probably won't be able to see him on the screen. This time when I walk up to the cedar, I'll keep the camera on that woodpecker hole. Last time he came out right over my head as soon as I walked up here. Wonder if he's in there. Doesn't look very deep. There's that squirrel coming in behind me there, right at the edge of that green grass. Hopping along. Skulking around. I don't know if there's woodpeckers in there. There's not, that hole don't look very deep. Kind of looks like it just tapers back in there. Doesn't look like it goes down to, it might go down to that other hole, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to check these signals I lost here the other day, and then I'm packing it in. No, I'm around the base of this big tree here, but found one Budweiser beer cap right there. Can't find no more signals. And one or two I lost the other day. Still can't find them. And there's the big old cedar. Probably the last time I'll be coming back to it. And it's amazing that them rifle lead didn't sink into that tree, and not that far away to the where I was finding all the casings across the way there. You'd think a rifle would have, you know, go 4 inches or halfway through that tree. And we dated it with that coin, I think 64 or something there, last dig. That's probably the era that they were shooting at that tree, and I just can't believe that the lead were all laying at the base of it and not sticking into this thing. There could be a bunch of bullets stuck in it up there somewhere. But I tried last year, reached up, couldn't find any signals in it. And it's back in there near this pinery and cedar here. Found two ring mini ball type things last year. And the one was up by the sawmill. I stated there on one of them vids. And I think the other one that I had was found in here up on these embankments here. Well guys, it's been at least an hour since I talked to you last. I did that knoll over to the road. There's a little bit of a field on the other side. Did the driveway coming up in and out of there and down in them little ditches, and didn't find a whole lot. Got a couple more stubby beer bottles and one regular old beer bottle. We found this thing right along the trail here. Right in front of the truck actually, on the ditch there. Old lamp or lantern or something. Or not a lantern, but an old hanging lamp. It's pretty modern wiring in it. And there's stamping on here and stuff. Maybe we'll be able to read something there, some dates or something. It's not very old. Looks old, but by the looks of the wires and stuff there, it's not real old. Pretty fancy looking label there. A lot more modern looking label than it is the unit itself here. Huh. These were with it, some kind of washer things. And the golf ball about 500 feet away from the road in the bush, other side of the Pinery. Bunch of junky caps, pudding lid or a grease gun or something. Looks a little bigger than a grease tube. Whole bunch of wire and nails. These were all giving me little pings other than iron, and some of them, especially that one, it was giving me a friggin' zinc hit or something pretty near every time I swung over it, so I ended up digging some nails because they were giving me noises. Got an old leather belt, wouldn't doubt something they had in there planting the Pinery. Strap or something for a bag, or got that old silver coating on it there. Not very old, I don't think, probably 50s or 60s or something. And broken pot or something. These might be a broken trowel or something from tree planting days. Got a rounded a point there on it or something. No idea what that would be. Or these two items, they were close by. It's got that plaid, red and green plaid markings on it. Don't know whether it was a toy or a musical instrument of some kind. Maybe this had something to do with it if it was a musical instrument. This thing found on this trail coming in. Don't know whether it's something off a gun or what. I don't think it's a button off a coat or anything like that. There might be some writing on it, I'm not sure. Might be something stamped in there. And the shotgun head stamp, 12 gauge. This might be an old lipstick tube. Found it in the far side of the Pinery up over the knolls by them apple trees. And then the two rifle casings, one complete here with the primer knocked out of it. So nothing too special, guys, and wish I could have found something a little older for you. But I guess I won't be coming back to the Pinery. It's done. Get back to the sawmill and dig some more of them can noises and get in there and see if I can eliminate some iron and find some old change or coins or something in there. Alright, well thanks a lot, eh? Have a good one. Stay safe.